31 to 35, 30, all, why all? 31, come on, look at here, x square minus 20x, and then that is minus plus 99. This is 11 nines, right? So x square minus 11x minus 9x plus 99. Take x common, x minus 11. Minus 9 common, x minus 11. So x values are 9 and 11. Let me take x here, 9, 11, because you will have 4 combinations. Now y value, y square, coming, y square minus 24y plus crazy number, product of first two distinct prime numbers, minus 11y minus 13y, right. Take y common, y minus 11, minus 13 common, y minus 11. So y values are 11 and 13. 11, 13. Equal, less than or equal. Nothing is new, right? Next, 32. What is 4 power 4? 256. 256 plus 15 square, 225. 256, 225 minus 40. And this is equal to 21x. And from this you need to calculate x value. You need to subtract 40, right? Yes? 40 subtracted, how much we have? 16. Right. Wait a minute. Wait. 21x, right? Forget about 6. How many 21s we have here? 10. Take 6 here. This becomes 231. 21 10 times is 210. Apart from that, you have one more 21. So total how many times you have? Again 11. 10 plus 11, 21. X is only positive number, 21. Next, y value. Take this minus 7y to right hand side. That becomes plus 7y. Total, that is 12y is equal to, take this negative number to this side, this becomes positive number, 504 by 7. Wait, 12 how many times? 4 times, 48, 24, 2 times, 7, 6 times. So x is greater than y. X value 21, right? X greater than y. Next, 33. X to the power of 4 by, and what is this? X to the power of? So this is denominator in right hand side. When it comes to left hand side, that becomes multiplication, right? X power 4 by 3 into x power 2 by 3, x power 6 by 3, which is x square, which is equal to 576 by 4. This is 24 square and this is 2 square. So now 24 by 2 whole square, in the sense 12 square. So if x square is equal to 12 square, x is equal to plus or minus, plus or minus. So x value 12 minus 12. Now y value, what is this? Cube, y cube. So this becomes into y cube is equal to 6 into 288. Is this 6 multiple? Yes? Now let me write it as, let me write 288 as 6 into 6 fours 28, 48, 8 times. Again this is 6 multiple. So this is 6 into 8. So we have 6 cube into 2 cube, which is 12 cube. So y cube is equal to 12 cube, y is equal to only positive number, only positive number. So is equal to less than, x less than or equal to y. (34). What is 343? Whatever it is, this is multiplication, right? And it should be 0, x should be 0. Yes, this is also multiplication, y should be 0, x and y both are 0 values, x is equal to y, right? Next, take this 3 by x to right hand side, becomes 3 by x, 6 by x square to left hand side becomes 12 by x square minus 6 by x square, that will be 6 by x square, which is equal to 3 by x and power cancel, 3 how many times? 2 times, x is equal to 2. Next, y cube, this is cube value, right? And 74 goes to denominator in right hand side, this value is also cube, right? 74, what are two cube values? 1, 8, 27, something like that. This is less than 10 times of denominator, right? Should be 8, right? If you are not sure, just go for last digit verification. 4 8s, 32. Last digit 2. Verified. So this is 8. Y cube is equal to 8. Y is equal to 2. What is x value? 2. Plus or minus or only positive? Only positive. X and y both are same. See, 592 by 74 value is less than 10, should be a cube value, obviously 8. Power even unte 2 values vastayi. Power odd number unte cancel అయిపోయిందిగా, cancel అయిపోయిందిగా. 6 by x square is equal to 3 by x. Cancel అయిపోయిందిగమ్మా, ఒకటే ఉంది. Next, 36 to 40. 36 ah? I think you need to go for difference, should be simple one. I think difference. చేశారా 36 వాళ్ళు అడిగిన వాళ్ళు? బట్ జస్ట్ డిఫరెన్స్ తీసుకుంటే అర్థమైపోవాలి. If you still want, I will explain. Can I go for next one? 41 to 45? Any question? Sure. (46 to 50? నేను అందుకే అడిగా ఈరోజు పేపర్ ఈజీగా ఉంది అని. రాక్షస పుత్రికలు రాక్షస పుత్రులు అదేదో మొక్కుబడిగా అడిగినట్టుగా ఉంది తప్ప కోడడికి ఈక్వేషన్. Those are also very simple, nothing new. 51. Shari got a discount of 32% and paid 1,53,000 for a new car. What would be the cost of the car if the discount were only 5%? Right. If he gets 32% discount, selling price becomes 68% of market price. Yes, sir. And this is equal to 153,000. 1 lakh in the sense 100,000. Okay. Now, if you are getting only 5% discount, 5% discount in the sense you need to sell it for 95% is equal to how much? This is what you need to calculate. What is difference between these two numbers? 27? 27, not 9 multiple. This is also not 9 multiple. Okay. No. 2 times. Let me try vertical comparison. 68 2 times. 136. And still you need to add 17. You need to add 17. 34, 68. Got it. 2 times and then add 1/4. Okay. 2 times of this number 136, half is 34, again half is 17. If you add 136, 17, you are getting 153. Vertical comparison. Now 95 2 times 190. For time being, you need to calculate 1/4 value. Let's make it 200. Sorry, let's make it 100. If it is 100, 1/4 of 100 is 25. If it is really 100, then it will be 25 only. But this is 5 less than 100. So you need to subtract 5. 1/4 of 5 is 1.25, which will be 23.75. If you add 23.75 to this number, that will be 213.75 thousands. In the sense, 2,13,750. Otherwise, you need to go for cross multiplication. It takes time again. Next, 52. In a cricket match, Sachin scored 117, Rahul 89, Dhoni 65, Yuvraj 23. Viru scored certain number of runs. If the average score of all the 5 batsmen was 94, how many runs did Viru score in the match? Okay. Now let's go for equality. How many persons average is given in the question? So let's treat everyone's value is 94. You're asked about Viru, who is also scoring 94. Now, in given information, individual information, is Viru's score got repeated or missed? Is this number missing case or repeat case? Missing case. Then that will be reverse effect, right? Now, Sachin scored 117. 117 is 23 more than given number. So I need to subtract 23. Next, Rahul scored 89, which are 5 runs less than the actual average. So you need to add 5 here. And next, Dhoni scored 65, which are 29 less than average. So you need to add 29. Yes. And then Yuvraj scored 23 runs, which are 71 runs less than the actual average. So you need to add 71 here. 23. Subtract 23 from this number, you will have 6. 6 plus 5, 11. Add 11 here, 82. 82 plus 94, 176. If it is number missing case, you need to go for reverse effect. If it is number repeat case, you need to go for direct effect. If average increases, you need to add. If average decreases, you need to subtract. That is a case when you need to do if it is repeat case. Next, the respective ratio between the percentages of son, mother, father, grandfather is given as 2:7:8:12. The average age of son and mother is 27. What will be the mother's age after 7 years? In terms of number of parts, mother's age is 7 parts. Oh, you have none of these. If you don't have none of these, you can go for elimination. If mother's age is 7 parts, should be a multiple of 7, and you are asked about after 7 years, also should be a multiple of 7. This is 7 multiple. There is no other 7 multiple, but I have none of this. If you don't have none of this, you can go for it, but still, come on, do it. Average of son's age and mother's age is given as 27. Then what about sum of ages of mother and son? 54. In terms of number of parts, how many parts is this? So 9 parts is equal to 54. Mother's age 7 parts, 6 times 9, 6 times 54, 7 6 times 42. This is percentage of mother, but you are asked about after 7 years. That will be 49. If you don't have none of this, you need not to solve this question. But in place of none of this, you should have a number which is a not multiple of 7, because we are trying to calculate 7 multiple. If you have only one 7 multiple and no none of this, then you can do it. 54. In an exam, Raman scored 25 marks less than Rohit. Rohit scored 45 more marks than Sonia. Rohan scored 75 marks, which is 10 more than Sonia. Ravi's score is 50 less than the maximum marks of the test. Okay. What approximate percentage of marks did Ravi scored in the exam if he gets 34 marks more than Raman? Right, we have so many persons. Raman, Rohit, who is the other fellow? Sonia, Rohan, Ravi. That's it, right? Now, Raman scored 25 less than Rohit. So, if you know Rohit, then you can fill Raman. Rohit scored 45 marks more than Sonia. Rohit depends on Sonia. Mohan scored 75 marks, which is 10 more than Sonia. Rohan scored 75. So, indirectly it says Sonia got 65 and Rohit scores 45 more than this. So, it is 110. Raman scored 25 less than this, which is 85, and Ravi scores 34 marks more than Raman. 34 more than this, 119. Okay, and Ravi scores 50 less than maximum marks. So, in that case, maximum number of marks are 50 more than 119. That will be 169. You are asked about percentage of marks obtained by Ravi in the exam, which is 119 into 100. This is what you need to calculate. Now, what is difference between numerator and denominator? 50. What about 10% of denominator? 16.9, which is near about 17, right? 17 3 times 51. So, difference between numerator and denominator is 51. So, that is in terms of percentage 30%. So, I can say numerator is 30% less than denominator. If it is 30% less, answer is, come on, 70%. Rahul's monthly income is 3 times than Rakesh's monthly income. 3 times that, or okay, we'll see. If it is 3 times more than, then that will be 4 times. Wait, let's see. Rakesh's monthly income is 20% more than Manoj's monthly income. Manoj's annual income is 2.4 lakhs. What is Rahul's annual income? Okay, fine, no problem. Sometimes they have compared with respect to annual salary and sometimes monthly salary. Okay, whatever it is, need not worry about it. Rahul, we have Rahul. Next, Rakesh. Who is the other fellow? Manoj. Now, Manoj's annual income is 2.4. What is your question? Rahul's. 3 times. 3 should be 3 multiple. No. No. Yes. This cannot be your answer. Answer should be 5th option. If you don't have none of this, you can go for 5th option. Because you are asked about annual income. Something is given in lakhs. This is Manoj's income. And Rakesh's income is more than 2.4 lakhs. And Rahul's income is 3 times of that number. So, answer will be definitely in lakhs of rupees. This cannot be my answer. And as Rahul's monthly income is 3 times of Rakesh, Rahul's yearly income should be 3 multiple. If monthly income is 3 times, yearly income also will be 3 times, right? Yes or no? Need not to go for conversion. If monthly income of Rahul is 3 times of monthly income of Rakesh, yearly income of Rakesh also will be 3 times of yearly income of Rakesh. So, answer should be 3 multiple. Second option is not a multiple of 3. In place of third option, if you have any other number which is not a multiple of 3, you can eliminate. This is not a multiple of 3. This is the only 3 multiple and which is given in lakhs. This is 3 multiple, of course, but this is given in thousands. This cannot be your answer. But let's do it. Come on. Rakesh, monthly income is 20% more than this. 20%. 10% of this. 0.24. 20%. 0.48. So, You need to add 0.48 to this number, that becomes 2.88, and Rahul will be getting 3 times of this number. Right? For time being, let's make it 3. Let's make it 3. 3 3s. If it is really 3, then your answer will be 9. But this is 0.12 less than 3. So 0.12 times of 3 is 0.36. So you need to subtract this. Answer is 8.64 lakhs. Understand? In place of third option, if you have any other number which is not a multiple of 3, just by observing options, using your common sense, you can eliminate first option and only answer left here is fifth option. And here, wait a minute, if it is 3 times, if here you have more, if you have a word called more, 3 times more than Rakesh, in that case what is your answer? That will be 4 times. You have to multiply this number with 4. 3 times more is completely different from 3 times of the number. Let's say I am getting 100% and you are getting 200%. Okay? So B is getting how many times that of A? 1 etla. If I am getting 100%, you will also get 100%. A is getting 100%, B is getting 200%. B is getting how many times of A? 2 times of A. B is getting how many times more than A? 1 time more than. Right? If it is 3 times more than Rakesh, that will be 4 times. You will have to multiply that with 4. Amma. Addingala. మీరు కొంచెం గట్టిగా మాట్లాడితే నాకు అర్థమవుతుంది. 3.5 times అంటే 3.5తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తాం. 3 times more. 3 times more in the sense initial value plus 3 times. This is what it means. Between the angles of quadrilateral 7:9:11:3. Total how many parts we have? Total how many parts we have? 30 parts. Quadrilateral in the sense internal angle 360 degrees, right? Right. Next, the largest angle of a triangle is equal to the third highest angle of the quadrilateral. Third highest angle of the quadrilateral. In terms of number of parts, how much is that? 7 parts. 7 parts. This is the third largest angle of the quadrilateral and that will be largest angle of the triangle. Okay. With respect to triangle, this is going to be the largest angle. And now, we will calculate that later. What is the sum of smaller angle of the triangle and the second highest angle of the quadrilateral? Other 2 angles of the triangle are equal. Okay, Amma. 30 how many times is 360? 12 times. 7 12 times? 84. So 84 is the largest angle in triangle. Other 2 angles sum should be equal to 96, and they said the second angle and third angle of the triangle both are same. In the sense that will be half of 96. Half of 96 in the sense 48. And you are asked about what is the sum of smaller angle of the triangle, which is 48 here, and second highest angle of the quadrilateral. What is second highest angle from the ratio? 9 parts. So 1 part is 12, right? So 9 parts will be 9 into 12. 9 12 times 108. So you need to add 108 and 48. 156. A 400 meters long train moving with an average speed crosses a platform in 25 seconds. A man crosses the same platform in 4 minutes. What is the speed of the man in meter per second? Right. $400 meters long train. Okay. Answer? Cannot be determined. Because you don't know? Because you don't know? Speed of the train. If you know speed of the train, you can calculate. Or platform. If platform is given, if platform length is given, you don't need to mention anything about train, right? Only this will give you answer. If platform length is given, you don't need other information. A man crosses a platform of length something in 4 minutes. From there itself we can get your answer. Why to mention anything about train? Yes or no? Right. So in the same question, if you know platform length, from here itself we can solve it. You don't need other data. Or else, if you are given speed of the train, then you can calculate. Okay? Next. (58) 3/7 of a number is equal to 30% of second number. Second number is equal to 1/3 of third number. The value of third number is 4230. What is 20% of the first number? You are asked about 20%, so you will have to do it, no other way. Come on. So you have first number, second number, and then third number. What is third number given? 4230. Second number is equal to 1/3 of third number. So second number is equal to 1/3 of this number. Now let me calculate 1/3 of this. 1410, and 3/7 of a number is equal to 30% of second number. 3/7 of this number is equal to 30% of this. 3/10 of 1410. 30%, 3/10, right? 3 cancel, 0 cancel. X is equal to 7, 8, 9. It has about 20%. 10% is 98.7. 20% is double. Double in the sense 197.4. (59) The simple interest occurred on a certain principal is 3500 in 7 years at the rate of 8% per annum. So if it is 8% per annum in 7 years, you will get 56%. 56%. Simple interest in terms of percentage is 56%, and in terms of rupees it is given as 3500. What would be the compound interest compounded annually on 4 times of that principal at certain rate of 4%, at the rate of 4% per annum in 2 years, right? So using this we can calculate 100%. That is our principal, and again you need to take 400% because principal is 4 times of this, and then you need to calculate compound interest for the first year and for the second year. Takes long time. Don't do it. Keep it aside. Now, in simple interest, we have started our question with 100% as our principal. But now in compound interest, you must start with 400%. Yes or no? And now first year you will get what percent? 4%. 4% of what? 400. That will be 16. Second year you will get 4% on these two numbers. Of this it is already 16 plus 4% of this. 10% is 1.6. 1% is 0.16. Double 0.32. Double 0.64. So 0.64. So compound interest for 2 years is 32.64%, and this is what you need to calculate. Okay. Now, can you find any direct multiple here? Can you find any direct multiple? Yes or no? Kanapadinda leda? Yes? Which multiple is 3500? 7 times 35. What are you talking? ఏ ఊరు నుంచి పట్టుకొచ్చారు స్వామి? 56. Can you find any direct multiple here? No, right? నేను వేరే మెథడ్ చెప్దామని అనుకుంటున్నా. But finally you need to calculate 32.64%. Right? Is it 8 multiple? Is it 8 multiple? If you know 32%, you can even calculate 64%, right? If you know 64%, you can calculate 0.64% or 6.4%, whatever you want. So for that purpose, let me identify 8% here. Then I will calculate 32%. Then I will calculate 32.64%. This is what I am going to do now. Okay, right. How will I get 8% here? Divided by 7. 500. How many times? 4 times. 4 times of this number. 2000. Answer is nearby 2000. How many options are there? All gadaka nee paadu nuvu. Either third option or fourth option. If 32% is 2000, how come 32.64% becomes 2500 or 2400? Yes or no? This is very close to each other, right? Not even 1% rise. If 32% is 2000, 64% will be 4000. 6.4% 400. 0.64% 40. So answer 2040. Ida? Compound interest. We calculate compound interest on the numbers we see here. First year, write principal and start getting 4%. Because compound interest is 4% per annum. 4% of this number, 16%. First year compound interest is 16%. And second year you need to calculate 4% on these two numbers. On principal and interest on first year interest. On principal we have already calculated that as 16% plus 4% of this number, right? 0.64%. Total it is 32.64. Right. Amit got 1200 marks and Jyoti scored 84% marks in a test. If Jyoti scores, Jyoti's marks are 144 more than Amit. So Amit already got 1200. In that case, Jyoti is going to get 1344. And in terms of percentage, that is 84%. So let me write it in a reverse way. 1344 is equal to 84%. Now, what percent marks did Amit score? Amit scored 1200. 1200 is equal to how much? What is difference between these two numbers here? 144. What about 10% of this number? 120. 1%? In the sense, on below number, it occupies 12%. Yes or no? If it is 70, no, not 70. Let me take 74. 10, 7.4. No. Answer none of this. Answer should be none of this. If you have 75 here, 12% of 75 or 75% of 12. Half and half, 9. 75 plus 9, 84. Answer is 75%. Vertical comparison. On below number, it is 144 more. 144 with respect to 1200 is 12%. So here also it should be 12% more. If you have 75 here, 12% of 70 will be 9. 75 plus 9 will be 84. Okay. Next, 61 to 65. Quantity 1. A man engaged 10 men to make 320 toys in 5 days. After 3 days, he found that only 120 toys were made. How many additional men should he employ to complete the work on time? So, you have to complete total work in 5 days. Out of 5 days, 3 days are already over. How many men started here? 10 men started. Worked for how many days? No, worked for only 3 days. And they completed 120 toys. Remaining how many days we have? 2 days. How many toys are left? 200 toys. How many more men should he employ? We already have 10 men. Let's say we are going to add X people here. 0, 0, 3, 4 times, 4, 5 times, 50 is equal to 20 plus 2x. 2x is equal to 30, x is equal to 15. So, he should employ 15 more men. So, quantity 1 is 15. Next, quantity 2. Excluding stoppages, the speed of the train is 65 km per hour and including stoppages it is 52 km per hour. How many minutes does the train stop per hour? Stoppage time. How? Difference of speeds by maximum speed. Difference of speeds 13 by maximum speed 65. This is stoppage time in hours, but you have to convert it to minutes, so into 60. 5 times, 12 times. Quantity 2 is 12. Quantity 1 we got it as 15. 1 is greater than 2. Quantity 1 is greater than quantity 2. Next, 62. A man covered certain distance at some speed. Had he moved 3 km per hour faster, he would have taken 40 minutes less. If he had moved 2 km per hour slower, he would have taken 40 minutes more. The distance in kilometers is. If this is the case, if I have the same question, I will skip this. I will skip this. I will tell you how to choose your question. Do you know initial speed here? Do you know initial speed? Or at least do you know initial time? My dear English medium graduates, do you know initial speed or time maintained here? If you know one of these two values, you can select. Otherwise, skip. It takes time. So, let us say the usual speed maintained in this case is S and the usual time taken T. Speed into time, this is distance, right? Okay. And in next case, had he moved 3 km per hour faster, in the sense speed becomes S plus 3 and he would have taken 40 minutes less. 40 minutes in terms of hours, 2 by 3. 2 by 3 earlier, right? Takes less, in the sense T minus 2 by 3. Speed into time, distance. And in second case, if he had moved 2 km per hour slower, in the sense s minus 2, and he would have taken 40 minutes more, in the sense t plus 2 by 3. Distance, 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 all are same. Take these two values, st gets cancelled, but you can form a linear equation with s plus t plus something is equal to 0, something like that. And again take second equation and third equation. Again you can form one more equation, one more linear equation with same s, t and something. Here variables will be different. Some x into s, y into s, something like that. You can form two linear equations. First linear equation by taking first equation and then second equation. You can form one linear equation here. Take second one and third one. Again st both gets cancelled. You can form second linear equation here. Solve first equation and then second equation. Then you can form speed. And then with that information you can get time. And then as you are asked to calculate distance, multiply these two values, then you will get distance. This is what you need to do. But in place of this, if you know initial speed maintained or initial time taken, this would be very easy. Immediately you can go for what? If you know speed or time, which approach can we use? Inversely proportional rule. You can use inversely proportional rule. Okay? As you don't know initial speed and time, it takes time. I will skip this question. Okay? Next. The least number that should be subtracted from 7600 so that the remainder of 10 is always left when the number is divided by 15, 24, 42. So first of all, what do you need to do? Ma, Chapali. You need to calculate LCM. So LCM for what? 15, 24, 40. All are. Take 3 common. 5, 8, 14. 5 and 8 both are co-primes. LCM 40. Again observe these two numbers, both are even numbers. Take 2 common. This becomes 20 and it becomes 7. As we already have 3 common and again we are taking 2 common. So that will be 6. Again these two are co-primes. LCM product. Total LCM 6 into 7 into 20. 6 sevens 42. 42 2 times 84 and then is 0. So total LCM is 840. And when you divide 7600 with 840, let me check how much remainder I am getting here. 8 times or 9 times? 8400. 9 times. 10 times of this number is 8400. 840 10 times. 8400 is 10 times, and from this you need to subtract 1 time. 840. Subtract 1000, add 160. Subtract 1000, 700, add 160, 560. So 9 times of this number. So in this case, what remainder we are getting? 40. But how much is expected here? 10. So we have 30 extra here. So in order to have 10 here, I think I must subtract 30 from 7600, right? And that's what you are asked to calculate. How much should be subtracted from 7600 so that it leaves a remainder 10 when the number is divided by 15 or 24 or 42. So instead of checking with 3 numbers, let's check with its LCM. Take LCM, we got 840. And when 7600 is divided with 840, we are getting remainder 40. But only 10 is expected. In the sense we have 30 extra here. So I don't want 30 extra. So I want to subtract 30 from 7600. Right? Next. 63. A rectangular hall 12 meters long, 10 meters broad is surrounded by a veranda 2 meters wide. Find the area of the veranda. Right. So, we have a rectangular hall whose measurements are 12 and then 10. So, surrounded by veranda, in the sense, is veranda is given inside or outside? Outside. And the width of veranda is given as 2 meters. This is 12, right? This is 2 and this is 2. Total we have 4 more. 12 plus 4 in the sense 16. So, for outer rectangle, length is 16. Let me calculate breadth. This is 10 and this is 2 and this is 2. Total it becomes 14. So, veranda area will be equal to outer rectangle area minus inner rectangle area. So, that will be 16 into 14 minus 12 into 10. 15 square minus 1. 15 square minus 1. 15 plus 1. 15 minus 1. 15 square minus 1. 225 minus 1. 224 minus 120. Answer 104. So, when you have product of consecutive even numbers or consecutive odd numbers, answer will be middle number square minus 1. Next, what is quantity 2? In how many ways can a committee of 6 members be formed from 5 ladies and then 7 gentlemen if majority of committee members should be ladies? So, we need to form a committee of 6 members and majority should be ladies. Can we form a group with 3 ladies and then 3 gentlemen? No. So, we need 4 ladies. And the second case? 5 ladies. And the third case? No. How many ladies we have? We have only 5 ladies, right? These are the only 2 possibilities. So, a committee of 6 should be formed. Out of 6, if 4 are ladies, then 2 will be gentlemen. And here we have 1 gentleman. Now, you need to select 4 ladies out of 5. In how many ways can you pick them? 5, C, 4. Plus a into a and into. Need to select 2 gentlemen out of 7. 7, C, 2. Or 5 ladies out of 5. 5, C, 5. Which is 1 into 1 men out of 7. 7, C, 1. Need to add these 2 values. 5C4 or 5C1, one and the same. 5C1 in the sense 5 into 7C2 in the sense 7 into 6 by 2, which is 21. Total value, this is 105. This is 105. What is quantity 1? 104. This is more than right. You don't need to calculate the other value. Quantity 2 is already more than quantity 1 and you need to add positive number only. So, obviously, that will be more than definitely 104. Don't calculate that. Quantity 2 more than quantity 1. Next, 64. A man sells a horse for 800 rupees and loses something. If he had sold it for 980 rupees, his gain would have been double the former loss. So, profit is 2 times of loss. That is what they mean to say. Yes? Right. Find the cost price of the horse. Now, we have 2 values, 800 and then 980. What are those 2 values? Both are selling prices, right? By selling it for 800, there was a loss. Let us treat it as X. Okay? And now, by selling it for 980, he is going to get profit. And profit is 2 times of loss, they said. So, if loss is treated as X, now profit will be 2x. Now, we have converted loss to profit by selling it for 980 rupees. What is difference between 800 and then 980? 180. So because of increasing 180 rupees, because we have increased its price by 180, X loss converted to 2X profit. What is difference between 2X profit and X loss? 3X. So 3X is equal to 180, X is equal to 60. We have treated loss as X. By selling it for 800 rupees, there was a loss of 80 rupees. There was a loss of 60 rupees. Then cost price is 860. You are asked about cost price. Done. Next, quantity 2. A and B's salaries together amounts to 2000. A spends 95% of his salary and B spends 85% of his salary. If now their savings are same, what is B's salary? Now, look at here. A saves 5% of his salary and B saves 15% of its salary. So now these two are same because they said now they are going to save same amount. 5% of A is same as 15% of B. A by B is equal to 15 by 5, which is 3 by 1. In the sense ratio 3:1. So in the sense A gets 1500 and B gets 500. 3:1. 3 parts, 1 part. Total 4 parts. 4 parts is equal to 2000. 1 part is 500. You are asked about only B. So B gets 500 rupees. Whereas quantity 1 is 860. 1 is more than 2. Quantity 1. Sum of 1550 is lent out into 2 parts, one at 8% per annum, another at 6%. If the total annual income is 106, the money lent at 8%. We'll go for reverse approach, reverse method. So as you are asked to calculate the money lent at 8%, let's give total amount to 6%. So if total amount 1550 is invested at 6% per annum, what about 1% of this number? 15.5. 6% will be 93. If total amount is invested at 6%, we would get 93 rupees. But what is annual income given in the question? 106. We got it as 93. We got 13 rupees less. Because there was some amount out of 1550 which was invested at 8% and the remaining invested at 6%. We have converted 8% investment to 6%. So in the sense we have reduced its value by 2%. Because of 2% reduction we got 13 rupees less. 100% is equal to 50 times how much? 650. Quantity 1 is 650. Next, quantity 2. The radius of the wheel is 14 centimeters. How many times does it revolve during a journey of 0.66 kilometers? Radius is given in centimeters and distance is given in. Let's convert kilometers to meters. 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? 1000. Right. But we have 0.66 kilometers. 1000 into 0.66, that will be 660 what? Meters. But radius is given in? So again you need to convert meters to centimeters, right? Into 100. Total distance in centimeters. Now, for one revolution, if you want to calculate the distance covered by wheel after one revolution, you need to measure this area, right? What is this? Perimeter. 2 pi r. 2 pi radius 7 2 times 22 30 times 2 2 is 4, right? 25 times 25 3 times 75 0 750. quantity 2 is more than quantity 1. So be careful in conversion. First of all, you need to convert total distance to centimeters because radius is given in centimeters. 99% of the students will do mistake here. They will convert kilometers to meters but not to centimeters. ఎంతమంది తప్పు చేశారు? నిజం చెప్పండి. ఇట్లా చెప్పండి. ఎంతమంది కరెక్ట్ చేశారు? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not even 5% of the class.